everybody. So I'm gonna put on my face real quick. We have SmackDown Shadow Sunday tonight, and of course I didn't do anything with my face today yet, so I'm gonna do it now. You may hear some giggling in the background. I'm here with my niece. She is actually going to be doing my eye makeup tonight once we get some people to contend, but first we got to get the rest on. So I am using some travel brushes since I am not home and I deep clean them. So these aren't my normal Seint brushes, but we're going to see how they work because they were affordable and they're soft. So we're going to see. All right, this is my lovely palette. I got my contour, mane, brightener, lots of lip and cheek. Love them all. And some lip conditioner. We're going to pop some of that on right now. Let that kind of soak in. And we're going to try to get this done quickly, even though I'm talking. I was going to do a voiceover because I'm so much faster, but we got this. So I'm going to use a flat one, and I'm literally just going to tap in to my contour. So I'm going to start up here, and I'm really just kind of moving side to side, and I'm going to blend it better later. But me, I enjoy a light kind of contour, not necessarily something super dark. So we're going to go right there. But this contour, what it's going to do is make my face look thinner, because I got a round face and a chunky face. So anything that can make it look thinner, I'm down to try. So like I said, nothing crazy. Then I'm gonna go down this way too, since I want to try to sculpt my look with this contour. And you're really just creating these shadows and illusions that it's amazing that you can do that with just a couple minutes. Okay, contour's on. Now we're gonna go into brightening, and I'm just gonna use my fingers for this because basically I'm gonna go up, give myself a nice eye lift, and right in the middle here. And then occasionally I'll kind of go down this way. I won't go under my eye because I don't want it really sinking in too much, but I like to go here because when I blend, then I can kind of blend it up there and give it a little bit of a better look. Now, the one contour part I didn't do was my nose. So I'm still getting good at that. Well, trying to get good at that. So I'm actually gonna use this brush to do that. And you're basically gonna start kind of up at your brow and then just kind of shape down. And the closer together that you have your contour, the smaller your nose is gonna look. And I have quite the nose. And I like to kind of just, I've been playing around with it. So, you know, as you get your stuff and kind of play around with it. I'm still gonna pop some right under my cheek here. Or lip, I'm sorry. It's a good way to get yourself a fuller looking lip. All right, I'm gonna darken this up just a little. Like some people like to use their fingers actually. Make it even darker. Now we're gonna go and do kind of like a little hearts almost. Right on down. We're just brightening these areas, making it kind of pulling our attention to those areas. That's what we're doing really. All right, so back to our flat brush. We are gonna go into my mane. My mane is June, and it helps even out my red. So again, just tapping it in there. And I like to kind of just lightly put it in the other places that I don't have any brightener or contour. And then you can add your lip and cheek in this step as well, because it literally really is like one layer makeup. Now I choose to do this because again, I want to lift. Oh wow, I put a little bit too much pink on there. But anyways, I'm going right over top my contour, like a line right over top my contour with this. And let's see. You're good. My niece is so cute. Okay, so now we're ready to blend. You can see I look a hot mess, but once we blend, these blend so nicely together, we are going to see the results of how easy. We're right about at the 6-minute mark. So imagine if I wasn't talking, I would probably already be done. But so with my eyes, I like to really take a little bit of extra time around them and go very kind of lightly. Because one, that skin is very sensitive, and the more you pull and poke and prod at it, the thin it gets, and that's where you can really start to like get wrinkles before you need to. All right, we're gonna push this contour up real quick. I already kind of brought this one down just to make sure it doesn't look like I have a beard. But now I'm just kind of going all over. I'm not gonna touch my contour yet, because over blending contour is probably one of the biggest things that is hard for most people, because you know, when you're blending, you're just like, okay, I'm just gonna keep on going. And you don't want to over blend your contour, because then it can kind of look muddy or just not exactly how it's supposed to look. But we are just blending away. This brush is soft. Also, our Seint brushes are amazingly soft as well. But look how beautifully that blends together. Now, I'm gonna do the cheek now. Save that one for last. Well, I'm gonna save the contour for last, but we get our cheek blended in. So the only thing sometimes that I find is when I do my cheek in one layer, it can kind of get blended into the rest of your face. So a lot of my customers, and including myself, normally will kind of wait and put on the lip and cheek last. But put a little too much on this side here, so definitely not having a problem with it blending in too much with everything else. But so now we're gonna go back to this contour, and I can probably use a bit more. So I'm gonna tap into my contour again, and then just kind of and just kind of flicking it up. And really just putting it how I'd like it to be. So I don't go overboard, because I'm a very simple, like, kind of person. So now, one thing I like to do though is kind of feel my face, and if it feels tacky, that means you either have too much product or you need to blend a little more. So to combat that, now these aren't my normal brushes, so they're not as dense. So I feel like I probably could blend some more, and I'm definitely gonna do that over some of my spots where I know if I'm not blended well, it's going to really annoy me. All right, so this is our blender. We are going to kind of, you wet it and it grows in size. Like, it was smaller than this, so it grows in size, but you don't want it super soaked. You want to make sure that it is damp. And what this is going to do is, you know how that tackiness, this is going to help me set it and get anything extra off. So you're literally just going to go around your face and it's just gonna pick up anything extra that shouldn't be there. And this right here is actually one of the best things for maturing skin, because it's literally going to help set it, but also the more you put on, the likelier it is going to settle into those fine lines and wrinkles. So Beauty Blender is your friend. And I know when I first started using Seint, I had a hard time because I know I was probably putting on too much. But you should be able to feel your face and it not feel tacky. So I'm thinking my new brushes are not the perfect blenders. These travel brushes, so I'm thinking I'm gonna have to fix that. But you can't really tell, but so the other thing to set your look is gonna be our vanilla dust powder. So this stuff is really awesome. I love the way it feels. I like to just kind of rub into it real good. And the first thing I do is around my nose and under my eyes, because I wear glasses. And I have these chubby cheeks that like to really put off some heat. And they'll fog up my glasses, and then my under eyes will become kind of, you know, sweaty and tacky, and so this is gonna help with that. So now that I got my main place where like my glasses go, and then I rub in again, and then I just kind of go all over my face with it, which that one is not as fluffy. I like using the biggest fluffy side of my bronzer brush, my blush and bronzer brush from Seint, and it just feels so good, and it gets it all over. It can also help set that in. Oh, I just love this makeup. So that is it. It feels great. Love it. So the last item, I'm not gonna do my eyes since we have SmackDown tonight, but I'm just gonna pop some black cherry lip gloss on because I love it and obsessed with it. And that's it.
Wait, can I say something?
All done. Yes, Katie, what would you like to say?
I dyed my hair today.
Yes, we dyed our hair today. I got some blue, which you can't really see, but she got this red. She's looking fierce. Absolutely fierce, but she's not allowed online. So, we're not going to show it.
Can't you see my face?
Yeah, I'm not going to show her hair on here. But,
It's not like I'm at home.
thank you guys for joining us. And I hope you enjoyed and found some new tips, new tricks, and just are loving Seint as much as I am. Bye.